back to the Dave Decay Show. I'm Dave Decay. So last week, Svengoolie hosted The Revenge of the Creature. So tonight, I am here to give my review of The Revenge of the Creature. Now, this movie came out in 1955, and it was actually the first sequel to a 3D movie that was in 3D itself, which is kind of cool. So now, in this movie, we find that a bunch of scientists are once again going out to the Black Lagoon to find the creature that was left out there by the other scientists who apparently were supposed to have killed this creature. But as sequels go, of course, the creature's still alive. And I guess he's a little angry from being attacked from the last film. But the difference here is these guys were more prepared to take on the creature than the first boat, which I actually thought was kind of cool plot for the film. So they end up kidnapping the creature, taking him back, and sort of putting him in a big fishbowl so that everybody else can come and enjoy watching the creature float around. But the creature isn't very happy, because 1, they blew him up with dynamite. Then 2, they locked him in the bottom of this cage. 3, they're teasing him with food. And 4, they're trying to electrocute him with a cattle prod. Kind of sounds like My Last Date, if you know what I mean. And this time around, we have the actors John Agar, who plays Professor Cleet Ferguson. And as a female role, we have Laurie Nelson, who plays Helen Dobson. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that there is a small cameo in here by the man, Clint Eastwood, and that was really kind of cool. While the creature was really awesome in this film, the plot kind of suffers a little bit. It's not as good as the first film. Well, it's an interesting concept of taking the creature out and throwing him into a fishbowl so the other people can look at him. It's sort of the same concept as, taking a big ape out of the jungle, taking him to the city, and letting everybody look at him. Then the ape escapes, and then wreaks havoc along everybody else, and then everybody tries to stop the ape from attacking, even though it wasn't the ape's fault that he was taken away from the jungle in the first place. That, pretty much, in a nutshell, is The Revenge of the Creature. What is this called? Revenge of the Creature. Yes, that's what it's called. There's a few things in this film that did kind of bother me. For the fact that the creature does end up getting back into the river, and then all of a sudden, he comes out of the river and knows exactly where this chick is. As far as I know, he doesn't have any chick radar going around in his gills, so how did he know where this chick was living once he's in the ocean? But in all, it wasn't a terrible film. Just not as good as the original Creature from the Black Lagoon. And I won't give away the ending here, but it seemed like they didn't have much imagination going into the ending of this film, just in case they had a sequel. Which, in fact, they do. The third film is called The Creature Walks Among Us, which actually will be on tonight's episode of Svengoolie. And the plot of the third one sounds even more bizarre than the second one, if that's possible. So in all, I would have to give Revenge of the Creature a 3 out of 5. Not a bad film, not a great film. I wish they just had a little bit more originality here and not kind of rip off, King Kong. So until next week, you know what to do. Find your favorite tombstone, make sure you curl up, and leave the coffin open